Hey, hey, hey. Hey, y'all. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, ladies? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Okay, y'all. So let's get right into the subject today. Let me wipe off my camera, y'all. I'm sorry. I should have did that before the show aired. Yes, I should have. But life happens. Hey y'all, did y'all miss y'all, babe? I missed y'all. So tonight we are having a topic for that ass, okay? And you guys, every week we come with something juicy and something relevant. So tonight our topic is love and lockup.
I know that's right.
Okay, love and lockup. And that's just the bottom motherfucking line. And with love and lockup comes the questions of, are you really that significant other that can withhold, sustain, accompany, uphold, uplift, and in layman terms, hold a nigga down, bitch. That's all I can motherfucking say. I mean, I can't get too political without just letting the ghetto on this out. Are you gonna hold a nigga down?
I know
Okay,
that's
because I
right.
I got my notes. I got my notes here, y'all, and I have my questions here. I y'all know I don't got no motherfucking sense. And to all my aunties and my uncles that are watching. Cheers to that. Happy thirsty motherfucking Thursday, motherfuckers, okay? All right. So, you guys know that I'm a character, but at the end of the day, I'm a human being and I still understand the logics behind love, relationship, respect, and all that good stuff. I have a couple of my homegirls that are dear to my heart. They're here tonight and we're going to talk about this topic, you guys. So I have put together some questions that I want to ask because um as we know, the topic is love and lockup. I have personally been in a relationship where my significant other was incarcerated. And I'll tell you a little bit more about my personal story at the end. But these questions are based around how I dealt with my situation years ago because it started 15 years ago and he has recently been released from prison the last year. And no, we're not together, but we're very, very good friends. So, production, can you bring in the girls so we can start this topic, please?
Hey,
Hey, y'all.
girl.
Wait. So I'm finna cuss y'all ass out if I
Already?
who
Right,
got the
we just got
goddamn
here.
drink, ma'am? Who got the drink, ma'am?
Okay.
Oh, hold on.
Hold on.
Yay! I that's what I'm talking about. Hey! Wait now, Sharice. Now, wait now.
I know, right?
Wait now. That mean
Look,
you
I had to
owe
see
me.
what it was.
No, that mean you owe me a duck.
That mug say peppermint.
Five.
Wait a minute, now peppermint do some
That's
things,
all good.
girl. Peppermint do some things, girl. Just
That's a
hold
nice
it in
little
your mouth.
smooth.
Let the
Already.
peppermint
Right.
marinate.
Right.
All right. This,
Already.
okay, I ain't try. This ain't no teaching stuff. This ain't look. Okay, I ain't trying to teach y'all nothing. Okay. All right. So thank you, ladies, for being here with me tonight on a more serious note because we all know it get very motherfucking serious when your nigga get locked up and your nigga get locked up.
Oh my
That
God.
shit don't be that funny. So, in all seriousness, you guys, I wanted Blue, let's get you on first. I know my girl as D, but we're gonna go by her screen name. I want you to give us some insight on your dealings with because I believe that you're currently dealing with somebody that is behind bars. Hey, knowledge, I love you, baby. So, are you still dating your boyfriend that is incarcerated?
This is just a friend. It's not my boyfriend.
Okay, just a friend.
Yeah,
They
just a
say
friend.
he just a friend. And you say he just a friend. Oh, baby, you got what I need.
She
Okay.
ain't playing with it. She ain't playing with
Anyway, okay, because we all know how where that friend shit at.
I'm not playing that game with y'all.
You heard the birds chirping.
it.
Wait, so I want to know seriously. So it's good that you said that because I have some questions. Now, my
Yeah.
first question is: are you capable to holding that friend down? And are you capable of holding him down for his entire bid? How long is he doing? And do you think that you'll be able to sustain that bid with him, not have sex with anybody else? Even if you did feel like you got to dip off, like, I just want to know your opinion on. Stop!
Oh,
This is no for real.
that's true.
Already, y'all. Come on.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Stop.
Me
I'm for
personally,
real, bitch. This is for real. So, can you hold him down for that bid?
well, he's supposed to get out in June.
Oh wait, oh
Oh,
June. Oh,
Yeah.
that's
oh,
around the corner.
Yeah, that's around the corner. But it's just an associate. It's nothing serious.
oh.
Period.
Okay, so
Now, the baby daddy,
but
that's
you
something
see,
different.
no, but you see yourself being there for this last little month and a half or whatever.
No, not like that.
Oh, okay,
That's my baby daddy. That was
okay.
something
Now
different.
look, now be honest. Now tell me this: if he said to you he got out next June, not this June, next month, next June, would you be able to be there? Would you want to be there?
Me personally, I would not because it's like me putting my life on hold for the decision that you
I
made.
like this.
I've been
I
there,
like
I've done
this.
that. I'm not putting my life on hold for you. If I put my life on hold, it's going to be for me, but not for you.
Does he know that?
No.
You know he might see this podcast, bitch. You know
Yeah,
them niggas be in
that's
jail
true.
with cell phones, bitch. They
Still,
got TikTok. Girl, they got Chef
Oh,
RD
shit.
up in there. Girl, they might see this. Girl,
exactly. But yeah, it's like, why would I want to put my life on hold?
that's
What did I
girl.
do
That's
wrong?
girl. That's very honest, and I appreciate that. And there's 50% of me that has no other choice but to agree because shit went left with my relationship, and
Hmm.
that's a real topic. Um, so I have to, commend you by being able to keep it real because that leads me to my third question, which is, do you believe when a guy tells you sweet things while he's incarcerated? Sometimes when guys are incarcerated, they start telling us, baby, when we get home, we gonna get married. We may have children. If we don't
Hmm.
have kids, I'm gonna get a job. I'm gonna get on my feet. I'm gonna take care of you
Care
because
of
I can't
you.
forget you. You know what I'm saying? You done been holding me down all this time, and I got your back. And then 2 months after that nigga get home, he in the streets, bitches calling his motherfucking phone. He in your car all day, like it just, So how do you feel about that? Like, are you experienced previously? Hey, Stephanie, I see you, baby.
I have previous experience with my baby father doing that.
Okay.
That I do have.
So
And that's why
was he feeding you lies? Like, so was it like a situation where you believed him
I
while he was
did.
incarcerated, and then when he got home, did he just totally go against what he had told you he would do? Or did it just he was doing some of those
He
things
was
and it
doing
just didn't work
some, but
out?
he was just doing it. Seemed like he was just doing it just to satisfy me because that's what he said he was going to do.
Hmm.
But it wasn't the truth of what he really wanted to do.
And how did you find
So,
out?
girl, I don't think I do. It's just, women have their intuitions. Women know,
Hmm. Hmm.
period.
We do be knowing, bitch, but we be stupid trying to act like we don't know. And
Right.
we be
Exactly.
holding, we
You
be,
had the blinders on for a little bit, but once you
yeah,
release the
that
blinders, you see it
dickmatized. Girl,
all.
you be dickmatized for a little bit.
Right.
Okay. And so you get them red flags, and we talked about them red flags a week or two
And when you
ago.
and when you see the red flags, they red flags for a reason.
And so you was just strong enough to be able to say, you know what, I'm gonna override the situation. I love you, Deandra, and
He like
I
my
appreciate
kryptonite. I
your
tell you no
realness.
lie. He like my weak link.
I
You get
appreciate that
right.
realness. And then,
Right.
bitch, this is another thing right here. Because even though you said that your friend gets out in June
Mm-hmm.
and he is just a friend, I want to know this. How do you feel about putting money on the books, putting money on the phone? Now they got that FaceTime shit that's separate from the phone.
Oh,
Where the niggas
exactly.
just get under the cover and jack off and y'all look at, I mean, huh? I, I don't know about that.
No, at first,
I don't know nothing about that. I just,
That's what you heard?
yeah.
I've learned from previous
Okay. All right.
experience all the
It's
way.
called the GTO or something. I don't know from personal experience, girl. I just, I Googled
This is
this
what she
stuff.
heard. But
Okay.
me,
So
like I said,
no,
from
but for
previous
real,
experience, I've learned a
how do
whole
you
lot.
feel about that? Because the nigga want to call twice a day. From my prior knowledge, I learned 2 30-minute phone calls is $5. So if you calling me twice a day because what you doing and you trying to check on me, at the end of the motherfucking month, that's another $150 that that I've accumulated in bills just trying to
Exactly.
make you feel good. So
And
how
then
do
they
you
get
feel
mad when
about
you
that
don't accept
money
the
on that
phone call.
motherfucking phone and the books, bitch? Like when he wants some chicken and some Doritos and ramen noodles. On
Right.
top of that money you just put on that phone. How do you deal with that? That's real life. Cause we love these niggas. So it's like you don't want to leave them fucked up.
Right. But
Right.
But in
then
the end of the day, you like, bitch, you put yourself
you put
there.
yourself, and then you end up fucking your own self up.
So how do you like? Are you dealing with that right now? Like putting the money on the books and having a
Well, with
so
him, I
bitch,
don't
you
do
like you got
nothing.
the prepaid calls, bitch, and he still he might be for you then, bitch.
But he called. Look,
Look,
he was
Sharice
calling.
cracking
He
up, bitch,
sending
because
gifts.
Sharice know where I'm going with this now. Now, bitch, he might be for you, bitch. Now he out here hustling for them ramen noodles and shit. He lending out his motherfucking boxes, bitch, and you talking about, bitch, I know I ain't putting up. And he calling you, oh, bitch, he might be for you.
Yeah, he calling. He sending gifts, sending
Bitch,
money.
Right. Oh, okay.
That
wait,
don't mean nothing.
What?
You
Oh,
praying that because you
wait.
lonely.
The probability of him fucking up when he going outside of his way while he locked up is slim. Cause a nigga gonna look at it like this. He unless he a narcissist and he trying to prove a point. Now that's some scary shit that you really had to really look out for. But
Mm-hmm.
for a man that don't have no intentions on dealing with you and he know his motherfucking place and what he can have when he get out, cause he get out next month, bitch, I ain't gotta be prepaying calls to you. Cause I know Keisha going soon as I touch back down. So he might be for you, Deandra, because a lot of men are not going to go out of their way and use their inside jail resources to call a woman that ain't doing shit for him. So Look, shred lightly with that bitch. He and I told you that. Remember when the homegirls
Yeah.
was like, because we did a group text, y'all. And
We
my
stay in a
homegirls,
group text.
look, my homegirls, them bitches was like, bitch, cause he might. And I said, give her motherfucking didn't I?
Yeah.
Because y'all, we don't just because we have fucked up situations don't mean this woman gonna go through the same thing. We can't
True.
cast off our. That's like
Negative
Sharice.
experience. Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's like
Right.
her casting off what she been through on you or me. Cause that's not the case. But it's 6:15, so we gotta. I'm gonna give it about 3 more minutes to continue to reiterate on your subject. But I really feel like I don't know, D. He might be a good guy that's really interested in you, sis, because he's using his inside resources to call you and send gifts, and you're not doing none of that. That's some good shit, because even the guy that I was dealing with, he would do that. He would, be down for sending resources or calling this
Mhm.
person that's gonna call that person that's gonna come over here. So I know that they have,
Yeah.
you
Well,
know what I'm saying?
well,
So I appreciate that. Don't be fooled by the song and the dance that he's locked up. A real man would have put this in the position, grown man. That's what I'm saying, knowledge. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Like that shit wasn't funny after I started listening to what sis was saying, because for a nigga that know he finna get out and he can play games, he not gonna put that much effort into it.
And then he 50, so yeah, he probably tired of playing games. I don't
Bitch, he
know.
probably tired of paying, and that's good too. My daughter's father is 51. So
yeah.
hey, you can't, you know what I'm saying?
But
But
as far as me, like with my baby's father, being that he was locked up forever, seemed like it, a year, 2 years, came out 2 or 3 years again. I'm over the jail situation though.
that's why you're not all into this. It's not
Right.
that you're
Like
not into him, you just not into the whole
a
situation.
situation.
And see, that's how I
Exactly.
was with my guy. So I feel what you're saying on that. Is there, so do you think when he gets home next month and he's willing, are you willing to see if he about what he was talking about? Or do you
Of
feel like,
course.
nah,
Slowly but
okay.
surely. Ain't no rushing over here.
Did you
We
know
I
need to
him
feel
take
you.
good
before?
time. Huh?
Did you know him before he went?
No.
Okay.
So
Matter
sis,
why
I
he was
believe,
locked up.
yeah,
Okay.
because did you do the thing where you can like have a friend inmate?
No.
Let's see what Stephanie
It's
says,
kind of
you
something like
guys.
that, but
More
Oh.
than half of prisons that get out of mostly half of prisoners that get out of prisons always say that they're going to turn their life around or either getting a job, not going back to the bullshit from what they're doing. And that's a bunch of bullshit. They don't end up getting a job. They don't end up going back to the shit from they were before. Then that's what more than half of the prisoners do. Exactly. And that was my
I
point
feel
of
that.
the question, Stephanie. I agree with you, sis. I really I
And
appreciate
that's
you
how I
commenting,
feel.
because we know that they can gym shoe us around sometimes, since they call it
Hmm.
now sell us a dream.
Right.
You know how they say, oh, he's selling you a dream. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Right. He might
And
want
a
to get
lot
out and go play around a little
yeah,
bit first,
yeah.
not being stuck in one
But
spot.
depending on how much time a nigga done did, sometimes a nigga deserve to play around a little bit.
Right.
Like
This one, he's been in
I
there
would
eight
tell you don't
years.
want.
I feel he
Look,
want to go play.
especially for my ex, he did 15 years. Why would
Um,
I take him serious right now? I don't want to take you serious. You missed 15 years of pussy, different pussies, different sizes, different colors. You
Hello?
think I'm finna take you serious coming home, boy?
hey,
No. I'm gonna give
No,
you two,
no.
3 years. And if I'm single, maybe I think about it. But baby, I don't live my life waiting around on somebody to get their shit together. Like I said last week, I don't date potential.
Right.
However, at
You gotta have at
6:19,
least what I got
um,
or more.
bitch, you hear me? So before you get off, sis, is there anything that you could tell like someone that's watching tonight, one of the little sisters that is stuck between the hard rock and the shell and on some real shit, okay? Because this is a
Hmm.
real topic. This is especially for the younger girls. Let me tell you, my little niece is going through, and she's 18 years old. And that's the reason I brought the topic back up, because I had to tell her, Auntie been through this, been there, done that, baby. But what are you going to tell your little sisters, your little nieces, your little cousins, the little girls, or the young women growing up, that feel like they have to dedicate their life into their nigga's bed or their nigga's time? Tell them whatever is placed on your heart.
For one, I would say put yourself first.
Yes.
Because if you don't put yourself first, nobody else will. You have to put yourself first in everything that you do, regardless. To me, that's how I feel. I was manipulated, shall I say, listening and believing what he was saying. And it wasn't the truth. I didn't put myself first. That's how I put myself in a lot of situations, because I didn't put myself first. If I would have put myself first and not worry about what everybody has to say or what everybody think about it, then I would have been a little bit further than what I've put myself.
Ain't that the
And
truth? I
then
love the
by
truth.
me doing that, it's like I'm living for them or whatever the case may be. If I live for you, then how am I gonna live for me? I can't live for me because I'm too busy living for you. So you have to put yourself first. That's me.
I appreciate
I'm
that.
41 years old. Put myself
Put
first.
that first
You
role.
can't tell me nothing, honey.
That's
Nothing.
right.
Sure.
That was good, babe. That it
Okay.
almost made me
I
tearful,
appreciate
because
that.
I feel
Yeah.
like, yeah, I feel like she was talking to me 15 years ago when I went into it believing that I could do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I found out very shortly that it wasn't that I couldn't, it just was something that I didn't feel like I had to put up with, especially when I had nothing to do with why you got there. And
Exactly.
especially after those nights, several nights of telling you, babe, come home, come home. And then and your bitch ass get locked up. The first thing you say is, I should have listened when you said come
Girl,
home.
do they ever listen? No.
So I
I
don't know
told I
what to
told you
say.
turn left, you went right. Look at you doing 2
You
years.
see what I'm saying? And then now that guilt on me. Now that guilt on me to put money on the books, to put money on the phone, to talk to the mama and the aunties who calling three-way
Mm-hmm.
and
And then
passing
you
on
have it, you
messages
don't
and
have
shit.
it.
That shit
Right.
is
Or
not
you say
cool
you
and
don't
it's
have it,
not
you just don't
cute.
want to do it.
I hope the Lord Jesus none of my daughters ever experienced that, and I have four. But my thing
Right.
is, Sharice, sis, we still have our lovely sister here that has shared with us her story, and I'm so proud of Dee for like really
Me
keeping it
too.
real, because women like me need to hear that.
Absolutely.
Never not
Okay,
want to
because
touch it.
sometimes I feel like we can be put in that place, Sharice, where we feel like even though we feel one way, the outside um uh what do you call that? Like
Influences.
influences can make us feel like we tripping. We
Right.
shouldn't do this. Like it, to each is to own.
Mm-hmm.
But I also feel like there are other women that are like me that shouldn't have to feel obligated to putting time into something. And let's be clear, before you left, you was fucking up. You was fucking up already before you left.
Right.
Right.
So
My
now
best
you want me
friend
to
was no
be
different.
good. You want me to keep my pussy to myself. You want me to send out half of my motherfucking earnings to either your books, your
Facts.
fucking phone calls, and then you get out and still treat me like shit. Personally, I can't do it, and I will never do it again.
Again.
I did try,
D- exactly. Try it.
but
I'm
what
over
do
it.
you feel, Sharice, about what sis iterated on with her personal experience,
I mean,
even
I
though he get
agree.
out next month?
I agree. I met my husband through my best friend. That's who introduced. So I didn't know him prior to getting married. Mm-mm.
Okay.
We
Oh,
talked.
okay.
So we talked. Really, truly as friends. No, no flirting around. No nothing. No nothing for 2 years. So
While he
then,
was gone?
yes.
Bitch, so wait, bitch, what y'all talk about for 2 years as friends? No, this is
No,
serious.
Right.
I'm trying to go back. What we talking about? We talking about uh life. He was just real supportive. Back then I was doing my thing. The thizzle. You understand what I'm talking about? I was doing my thing. So he was really just supportive, really, platonic friends. I answered a call one night. He was like, I want to ask you something. I said, oh, okay, what's up? He was like, I want to know if we could be more than friends. I was like,
Wait a minute.
what?
Bitch,
What?
like, oh, you know your pussy good, bitch. You ain't even gave a nigga some, but you want to be more than friends.
I had never, ever. I'm trying to tell you, I never. And then we're 11 years apart. You know what I'm saying? So
Wait. You a
yes.
cougar, bitch? You a cougar, bitch?
Gym girl.
Wait, what I do when I first got online tonight? You know that cougar be strong, girl. Ooh, wait, I gotta. Okay, keep going, cause I want to ask you. When you did it to him, did you put it on him? Wait. Answer the other question first. Sorry.
Okay, so because we got married when he was incarcerated, so I did get that family visit. Man, some vicious.
Mhm.
You understand what I'm talking about? Something vicious. Because I had not done anything, not done anything while we were married at all.
Okay.
So he asked me, you know what I'm saying? I always get birthday dick or whatever, you know what I mean? So he asked me maybe in July. My birthday's in May, so I was like 2 months in, like nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So man, and he did 13 years. So yes.
So
So
you feel my pain. My ex did 15.
yes. And it
And
was
so
good.
throughout that whole 13 years, you guys were connected and
No,
you
not
became
the 13. Not the 13. I came in the last 5. I came in the
Okay.
last 5.
So
So
8 years.
yes, he did that with whoever.
So I have to ask you the same questions
Okay.
then. The first question is going to be, obviously you were able to hold him down for half of his fucking bid because you met him 8 years into his 13.
Right.
So basically more than half. So he had basically about 5 years left.
Right.
And so during that 5 years, and I'm gonna combine all the questions into one. During
Okay.
that 5 years, that last 5 years of his sentence, how did you feel about the things he said to you? And I want you to go back to that vulnerable point
Man,
where,
and that's exactly what I mean.
bitch, no,
I was
bitch, for
so in
real.
love.
Because
So in
listen,
love.
there's those
He
vulnerable points
hell
where
yes,
you
he keyed
have
in
to, you
everything.
yearn to hear that.
Absolutely. He keyed in
How did
on
you get through
everything.
that?
Like he studied me. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I feel. Like he studied me. I don't know how he can study me through the phone, but he studied me through my letters, through everything, and knew like when I pick up, oh babe, what's wrong? What's going on? And no matter if I change the pitch, if I tried to, I'm saying, finagle him, man, something vicious. And I remember that's how I fell in love with him, honestly, because he knew everything and he was just as supportive. You know what I'm saying? Just as like, okay, look, we're gonna get through this, what's going on, woo woo woo. And that's how I fell in love with him, for sure. For sure. Because that is for sure. He knew everything to say. Everything to
So even when we fall in love, we
yes.
still have questions within ourselves, within our mind,
Yeah.
um, because we're human.
Yeah.
So even with you telling yourself, "Damn, I'm starting to feel him. I'm falling in
Right.
love with him." Did you ever second guess that? Did you ever feel like, "Fuck, but I'm giving my life up"? Like,
No, because honestly, he had more time to do. When he asked me to marry him, he had like a time reduction. And I didn't look at it because I mean, this was a platonic friend, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not
mhm.
sending money. I wasn't sending gifts. I wasn't doing none of that. Nope.
So
No.
never, so never.
The first 2 years, no, never. It wasn't until after we got married I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess this is what the wife is supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? And it's not
That's
no.
wonderful because that ties me to what I was telling Deandra is like maybe you can think more positively when you think about knowing, okay, for 2 years, I didn't send this nigga a motherfucking red cent. I didn't put money on the books or nothing. He made it happen to talk to me. That's some other shit. Because like you have those bottom feeders where that's their whole fucking thing.
Situation.
Like that's their fucking motive
Right.
is to find somebody that can only support them during that time of being incarcerated. And I know this because I know with my ex, the stories we used to talk about. You know, when a nigga doing 15 years, you know shit about the mates that
Business and
you know what I'm
everything.
saying.
You know,
You ain't never met this nigga in your life, but you know everything what's going on in his life because
Right.
that's all we got to talk about is what Deandra and Sharice did to me, what I did to them, what them niggas did to you, who ate your food when you stepped out the cell. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you
right.
start to learn pivotal moments of one another's
Lives.
Life.
lives.
Everything. Yeah, for sure.
And
Um,
so did that make you feel like you could trust him enough to be your husband outside of those prison walls, knowing that for 2 years you didn't have to support?
I'd have to say yes, for sure. I have to say definitely because I was like, well, and then I didn't feel no way about it. Like I didn't support, I didn't send not a red cent for 2 years. You
You
know, it
didn't feel
wasn't
bad because bitch, see
no,
that I think I
She
I'm
how
gonna
said
I'm
do
feeling
it.
no.
bad. No, how am I feeling bad? How?
I don't know. I just felt like I always felt bad, like fuck, like I had to do it because I didn't want to feel like
And
No,
that's
you
how
know
ma'am.
what
I
I'm
feel.
saying?
No, ma'am.
But
Mm-mm.
that shit
Mm-mm.
became too much. And once it
It
became too
is.
much, it was just like, I can't do this. And that's bad because I feel like I failed that person in so many ways. Even though to this day we're best fucking friends.
You know what? That's another perspective that I didn't even think of, to be honest. I'm like, you want to talk to
I
me.
couldn't go without sex and I couldn't go with knowing I'm putting 25% of my fucking income into your motherfucking savings, which is prison. I,
Right.
I just
That's a
couldn't.
whole nother bill.
It
It
was
is. It is
definitely
a whole
like
nother
I
bill.
said, 150 on the phone, not including what you send on the books.
I was
And
spending
then
Mhm.
200 on the phone
and
a
then
month.
if you want to be look, cause I'm great at everything I do. So if I'm fucking with a nigga that's in jail, like how who I gotta talk to, who we gotta talk to pay, so we can get you a little cell phone. That's like $800.
Easy. Easy.
Right.
Now
Easy.
for this nigga can call you all day and night and get on your motherfucking nerves, cause now he got a cell phone.
Right?
You know what I'm
Will
saying?
get
Right.
on your
So
nerves.
it's like just shit about it that's the real that I feel bad about that you ladies are speaking on that I could not do. I could not do it.
I just felt obligated as a
I
wife, for
what you
real.
say, Sharice?
I said I felt like obligated as a wife. You know what I'm saying? Like it went
That's
from
different.
friend to it went, but I'm saying because there's a lot of wives that they're like still on the whole. I'm not contributing. I got all these kids. I got all these bills. You know what I'm saying? You make it happen. They married to some super quadruple hustler. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
it's not for me. I think it was just I felt like okay, this is what I'm supposed to do. You know what I'm saying as the wife. You know what I mean? Because it went from friend to wife. No girlfriend. No, I mean it went from friend
So
to
tell
wife.
me this. How and not to get too personal because you deserve, you
No,
know,
let's get it.
personal
Let's get it.
space. But how long ago, first of all, how long ago did he get out?
November of last year.
So he just got out.
You just
Yes.
got. But
It's a prison number.
girl, stop.
Fuck you, bitch. I ain't now you done fucked up. I ain't answering your
Exactly.
calls. No, I should really answer. Wait.
I should really answer. Wait.
I can't stand you.
Oh, yep.
Okay. So I'ma just leave it there. All right. Everything
Okay.
I do on this motherfucking channel is real. I
Okay.
have to explain myself later, but there's a little bit of old mixed in with a little bit of new. However, bitch, this is fucked up because I'm not built for this. At
Okay,
the
I
same
love you,
time,
lady, but I
at
gotta
the
go.
same time, as a friend, like D said, friend, not
Friend.
lovers or somebody that's sexually active with you. As
Okay.
a friend, I feel obligated to be there for you as a friend, but I don't want to get because sometimes motherfuckers will take your kindness for your weakness.
Weakness.
Now you just, you know what I'm saying? You calling too much, you
Absolutely.
doing too much. I think
Absolutely.
we lost Deandra, you guys. Did we lose
Aww.
Deandra?
Is
She
she?
No,
told
she
us
said she
that,
had to go. She said she had to
okay,
go.
she did tell us that she had to go. However, Sharice,
Yes.
outside of, okay, so this is my next question. After the 2 years,
Okay.
after that 2 years, and you did say as a wife,
Right.
I feel like I can contribute.
Right.
Did you ever get stressed out about?
All the time, because it wasn't that he, I mean, because he never asked for anything. I would always, and then once we got married, I would always
You're
like,
like me, bitch. You just feel obligated.
right. So I was like, okay,
So
so what do you need? Or, that's when I got real familiar with packages. I didn't know nothing about that before. And I've had family members go, I visit or whatever. But the packages, and then he was at camp. So that's different from just being regular prison. So he was at camp, so he could
mhm.
use the phone whenever the fuck he got good and ready. So I'm spending 600 a month on
You
calls.
see what I'm? So you felt me.
Yes.
So you
Yes.
felt me.
Yes.
And bitch,
It's
but
not
but after that first
man.
year, I couldn't do it no more because it was like, wait, some of this shit is getting like overriding past like my everyday life bills. Like some of the
Right.
shit that, and and then now, bitch, they can get Nikes and Dickie outfits and
Yes.
shit. So now
Yes.
it's like you sending in $200 like they
Yes.
out, like they down the street because they want to get.
They
Did
want
you
the
like? How
this,
did
they
you?
want the
Do you
exactly.
like? Do you have kids? How did you balance that?
I do. My daughter is grown though, so me and my daughter are really really close. And I didn't have like little ones or minors, so that ended up being like a situation because me and my daughter are so close. He felt more of a jealousy kind of thing, like my mom don't even do the things that you do for your daughter. I never even had a mom to do that. I was like,
Mhm.
okay, so we have mommy issues or what's popping? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Just little things, just little
Mhm.
things. And then I'd have to say it was good maybe the first couple weeks, and then the distractions. I'll say that. You know what I'm
Like
saying?
what?
Then the distraction, like Facebook, major problem, major
Yeah,
problem. He had Facebook when
because
he was.
you got all the bitches on there with their
Man, I'm
half.
trying to tell
Yeah.
you. And I was like, if this is not what you're trying to do, you know what I'm saying, then let me know. You don't have to string me along. You don't have to play nice.
That's
None
my
of that.
part. That's my thing. Like you're not finna have me going out my cause bitch.
Nah,
You ever seen Snapped or the motherfucking For the Love of Thy Man or all them, like bitch, I'll be
right.
one of them candidates, bitch. You're not finna play me for all these years and then get out. Well,
And
maybe
then
now that
flip
I
the
have
script.
kids, I won't go to that extremity. But before I had kids, I'll run your ass over and kill your ass before you think you
Period.
finna fucking play
Well,
me
kids or no
after
kids,
I don't
I'm
put
with
all
the
that time
alibi.
and money.
I'm with the alibi. I'm like,
And
okay,
this is why I can't wait to get the guy's point of view on it all
yeah,
because as women, we always have that stigma in the air of at some point holding down a nigga that done did. I see you, Stephanie. I'm gonna get back to you, baby, on a nigga that undid some time. But how many niggas out here is really holding down a bitch when she do her time for your motherfucking dusty ass? Cause you done
right,
said, baby, put that under the seat. You got a first offense, so they ain't gonna charge you. You gonna get
right.
probation. So this bitch sitting in jail for the next year or 3 years or 5 years. I mean, or whatever.
Right.
Or maybe she did actually get herself in some trouble that landed her in prison off of her actions. But I don't hear a lot of men talking about how they'll hold a bitch down. Are you putting money on that? I don't know one woman that has, and I know a lot of women that have been to jail or prison, but they never told me about a nigga holding them down.
Mm.
Have you heard
No,
of it?
no, no, at all.
So even before we have one of the guys come in and chime in and tell us, Sharice, how they feel about him, I got a couple more questions, babe. Like, and I don't want to get too personal because you're adult and you deserve your person. And then I want you to make sure, I dang it, I should have handed this in to production so he could have had it on the screen. But I would love for the followers to be able to follow you and
Oh, for sure.
just get to know you and
All right.
just follow your journey. But my thing is, um, are you still comfortable? Is everything still going well? We all know as adults, nothing is perfect. So you don't have to
Exactly.
go too far in depth. That
Um,
we're not here to cause problems in your relationship.
not
But
at all.
was it worth it? Are you okay? Are you still
Well,
happy? What are you going to tell your little sis, your little cousin, the little homegirls in the hood that feel like they have to be obligated?
no, not
Uh,
obligated, but be very strong. You know what I'm saying? What you're not gonna go for, don't go for it, no matter what the situation is. You know what I'm saying? Have your standards together, and that's that. Because
mhm.
if they don't see you, they don't appreciate you for who you are, not what you do, just who you are. It's a cancel. It's a
But
cancel.
sis, what about when the niggas was because some of the we experienced, we seasoned. So
Right.
what about that nigga that's telling her everything that she want to hear? This her first or second boyfriend. So she in
Right.
love. Her mama, she going against her mama. She going against her
You need
sisters, her
Benny.
auntie. She going against everybody for this nigga that's locked up.
Then I would tell her, because I can't even.
It's not worth losing your family.
It's really not. It's really not. And I know it feels like it. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I'm saying, he's saying everything he want to say. He's hitting on all bars. So yeah, it feels like it is worth it, but it's really not. To if it's that much friction, it's causing that much problem in your relationships with your family, then yeah, you're gonna have to evaluate that, because your family is gonna be supportive unless it's some bullshit. Period. Period. So
And
if they
lastly,
not they not on board, aside from the fact that he's incarcerated, they not on board. Something ain't right.
mhm.
Something ain't right for sure.
Okay, sis. So what about this? Cause bitch, they got this app I on my smart TV on the Samsung. It's just the Apple app
Okay.
for Apple users.
Right.
I want you to check it out tonight. And
What's
the
it called?
app is I might be wrong, but I will text you the correct name once I
Okay.
can get to my television. But the app is named kind of like okay, so let's say this. I had to name my show tonight Love and Lockup because I
Okay.
can't take somebody else's shit,
Right.
which is Love After Lockup.
Right.
But we're not necessarily talking about love after lockup. We're
Right.
talking about love during lockup, after lockup, 10 years ago,
Board,
just
lock up.
love. Yeah,
Exactly.
just love in general with somebody that's been incarcerated. However, there's a show on this Apple app, and it's about um this woman marrying her husband 12 years into his 70-year bid and not knowing him before.
What?
Bitch, you gonna love it. Cause aside from my niece,
70-year bid?
I was just interested, like, wait, how the fuck this nigga ain't never getting out?
Facts.
She just married him um a year ago, But in the state that they're in, they can't have conjugal visits for 3 years into their marriage. So
Wow.
they still have 2 years
To go.
before they can
Have,
have sex.
wow.
But she married this nigga knowing he had a 70-year bid. Well, 58,
Well,
because
I
he's
mean,
12 years.
I have,
Bitch, could you do that? Could,
no.
if I
I'm
said,
gonna tell you
Sharice,
right now. Hell
I,
no,
bitch,
no,
look,
no.
wait. It's a group, bitch. It's a group. It's a group of women that the husbands like reach out to the prisoners, and the prisoners reach out to their wives and say, "Are you interested in being a part of this group?" And we just basically keep each other grounded, I guess. You
Okay,
know, when
no,
it comes to dealing with husbands that are behind bars for whatever reason. Could you do that? Could you
no.
be associated with a group of prison wives to keep you grounded while he do his time? I think I could if I really wanted to be with my, say for instance, I was with my husband 5 years, he did some dumb shit
Bae,
and
are you
landed himself
serious?
in prison. I would try to get associated with the group to keep, because that's my husband.
Right, right,
Now,
right.
not just somebody I'm dating. I would
Okay.
try to see what's up with the group. We can go out together, we can drink together when hubby calls, because that's what they do on the show.
Yeah.
They talk about, oh, Samantha did this over the weekend, and I
Mommy.
really want you to look at this show, bitch. I really
Okay.
do.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Um,
That's my show mod, Sharonda. She's the mod of my show, and I
okay.
never knew your husband was locked up, Sharonda, and we like sisters. I
What did
always
you
seen
say?
that wedding ring on your hand, but I have a wedding ring on my hand also.
I do
Now,
not.
and I know this can confuse a lot of men, but I'm married to myself, so I bought myself my own ring.
It's nice too.
Thank you.
You're
But
welcome.
I know that that can hinder me from possibly meeting a good man. However, Sharonda, I never knew that your husband was locked up. So, Sharonda, how do you feel about everything that we're talking about tonight? And then after that, I want one of the guys to come in. I did a Q&A stating it. Okay, I never seen the Q&A, and I'm sure it had to be long ago because, bitch, I've been playing your playlist. And second, I want to say, have you been seeing me all up in your comments? Because you know I try to support you back. I've been fucking up, sis. But I've been playing your playlist, and I've been trying to support lately. But I never knew your husband was locked up. That shit is striking because I wish you were here the whole show.
Right.
Um so production, I'm sure you guys hear what Sharice has been sharing with us. This is my girl. Like when I met her, it's so crazy. When I met her, and I don't feel I need to say how, but when I met her, I told her I'm going to do a show about that because we
Yeah.
both just briefly spoke on it. And I don't know. I just was like, I'm going to do a show about that. Fast forward.
The show.
We got a
Period. It
show.
was an instant like click. I was, and we didn't really speak too much because I was on the phone, you know what I'm saying? You was doing your thing or whatever, but it was an instant click. And I just knew like, okay, I'm supposed to meet her. You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to. So
Because you know
I'm very,
why,
very
right?
thankful.
At the end
Yes.
of the day, you have to share that story because there's somebody that's watching you that's saying, damn, Sharice is beautiful. I love her hair. I love her beautiful dark skin. I love the way she talks. And I love her advice. So give her one more time that advice. And after you give your advice, I want you to stay here. But
Okay.
I am going to have production come on and just tell us what they think, sis, as guys.
Okay.
If the shoe was on the other foot. So tell little sis what you want to tell her. Tell
Okay.
me as 15 years ago going into a relationship with a man that was doing a 20-year bid.
know you first, love you first, and then you can build from there. But you have to always come first. And I wish that I had someone to tell me that, because I ended up giving more of myself. You know, the money and all the gifts and packages, that's whatever. But when you give of yourself, sometimes you can't get that back. Sometimes it's gone, gone. So love yourself,
Right.
know yourself, and then go from there.
I
Take
love
meal tours.
you.
Love you too, mama.
I love you. I love you so much for keeping it real and being an example because believe it or not, there are some women that need to hear from other women that are going to speak their truth. Production, can one of you guys, I know we have it's 7:50. Can one of you guys just let us know your thoughts as a guy, as a man, and how you would deal with the circumstances if the shoe was on the other foot?
What's going on? Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you a little bit, babe.
All right. All right, man. I'm breaking guy code coming off up in here telling y'all these things. I'm gonna go here. I'll even show my face. I'm even show. I'm breaking guy
We
code.
love that sexy face. Tell us what you think,
Hey,
boss.
hey, y'all gotta realize as women, there is a lot of fucked up men out here, and y'all can be used as tools. And a lot of men use women as tools, and I don't think y'all realize that men are fucking terrible. And y'all look for love, and is limited for y'all with men because most of us is in fucking jail. A lot of us don't want fucking relationships or kids, and sometimes we feel pressured into that shit. And
Ooh,
y'all don't
damn.
realize that there's a lot of terrible fucking men out here. It's a show that this is crazy. I just watched this movie called Rambo, the last one. And then on that show, they was kidnapping women. And the men that was kidnapping the women said, there's a lot of men out in this world, and we use women as tools. And that's what they do. So if y'all know this shit, then y'all gotta watch and walk carefully. The reason why I'm saying this shit because I got two girls, and I gotta teach them to avoid the
Right.
bullshit.
Absolutely.
So they daddy is a cold-hearted motherfucker, and I'm gonna teach my girls how to be a cold-hearted motherfucker too. If you want love, then you gotta realize that this motherfucker might love me, but love yourself first. Therefore, you won't never be let down from a fucking man. And if you don't love yourself first, then when it's time to let him go, or when you go through the shit, because some motherfuckers go through years of shit with somebody. I'm talking about marriage of years of fucking shit. So if you ain't ready to go through 25, 35 years of shit and then watch this motherfucker get on this deathbed and say, man, that's all this
I'm
fucking shit
sorry.
I went through with your ass and I can't stand you. Why the fuck do you want to go through some shit
Yep.
like that?
Right.
I talk to people every day that's finna bury their loved one, but they talk about the shit that they went through with this motherfucker. Now, if you can't sit here and say, man, I'm gonna go through this shit, then bury you with respect, man, y'all better bag out this shit. Stop looking for fucking love and look for love within yourself. If you ain't married now, then it's hard because what I'm in with my wife is I want to go to the end and I want to make sure that she buries my motherfucking ass and I ain't got to deal with nobody else. If this shit's over, then I know my choices in life is slim to fucking none because she
So,
ain't
production,
laugh with me.
Jack.
Yes, ma'am.
So,
I would put money on my girls' books. I would do
no, but
all of that
babe,
shit.
no, but babe, look, what do you gotta say? And I want your, cause you coming off strong as fuck, but valid. And this is like, and I love that about Jack and Tyrone. Like, even when I be skeptical about certain things, like they bring their male awareness in a way that I have no other. I just, I need to accept it for.
Absolutely.
So,
It's
what are
treacherous.
you
It's
gonna
scary for
tell that
women.
girl, Jack,
Hmm?
that feel like, damn, I'm fucking with this nigga, and I really want to show him I'm down. But like you said, he ain't even worthy of being down.
But that's the
But why
scary
do we
part
feel
of
that pressure? That
that's the
pressure.
scary part about being a woman, which y'all don't understand. Every fucking situation y'all walk into, man, it's so scary because you don't know if he's a genuine man or some bullshit ass motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
I got a cousin that's a genuine man, but it's hard for y'all to find the genuine guys. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
And also,
I'm
y'all
I'm
gotta
I'm
realize
single.
y'all also gotta realize men is men. They're trying to put themselves into a relationship. Y'all sitting here adding up all of these factors which we know about it. We also are looking, so we getting a lot of shit from y'all because we are men to where sometimes we feel like we shouldn't be limited to one, but we trying to do this one damn dance with y'all, but then we get a lot of grief, you know what I'm saying? It's so hard to mold this shit of relationship. It's so
Mm-hmm.
hard. It's the hardest thing to figure out another person. The world is filled with a lot of people. Sometimes you stuck in the box and you don't know that other person could be waiting on the other side. He can be Korean, Mexican, white, black. You don't know what that person is coming in. Sometimes we limit ourselves to saying, hey, I'm going to just date black. You never know. That white guy might be the one for you that's going to treat you right and
I've
respect.
been thinking of dating outside my race.
That's what I'm saying. So you can't limit yourself. You can't sit here and think that the guy that's putting on the J's is the one that's going to treat you right. You got to sit here and get out of that shit, man. In our culture, we fucked up. So we got to sit here and realize what we putting ourselves into, wake ourselves up. Don't do nothing that's going to hurt you. I got 2 daughters and I'm scared as hell for them to run across a fucking Jackie Roper Jr. Because I will eat the fuck up and spit the fuck out. I don't give a damn. And most men don't fucking care, man. If you can walk away from a woman who has a goddamn baby by you, man, you a fucked up dude. There's a lot of motherfuckers out here like that.
Yep.
I know a chick just had a goddamn baby and the nigga is shit and she young. But she got impregnated by this man and she known that this fucking shit wasn't gonna work the fuck out. But you think this man gonna stay with you? Get the fuck out of here, man. And it
Right.
hurts me. Because now here goes another fatherless fucking child and a woman out here with a baby and she got to figure out the daycare situation, all this shit. So you got to make sure y'all putting yourselves in the right situation
Right.
and with the right guy who's ready to make those right moves. Just sit here and say, I'm going to love you. I'm going to protect you. I'm going to be here for you. There's somebody out here for each and every one of us. You just got to find them.
Just gotta find them.
You got to find them.
What you gotta say, Ty? Because Jack just
I'm
what
done.
Jack said. What Jack said.
I'm done.
Jack
Thank you,
Jack
Jack.
just Jack just made me want to goddamn just lift up my hands and say what an offering plate. Sharice, you agree? Where's the offering plate?
Okay. Donate.
Donate, cause bitch, I feel
Man.
like ooh,
Them is
Drop the mic.
priceless gems.
Just drop the mic. No other words needed.
Period.
look, I'm trying to put my
Period.
Hey, Jack said he said all that was supposed to be said and some. So look, man. Hey, enough is enough.
so to that little girl that needs someone of a pastoral background, someone of a background that still has dealt with society, that has not necessarily personally experienced being locked up, but what can you tell her? The girl that feels like she has to be there. She has to abide by the criminal justice guidelines as far as support for her men. Um, and a lot of us, believe it or not, that stand by men in that stigma have don't have didn't have our fathers around.
That has a lot
I'm
to do
for,
with For sure.
I was waiting on Tyrone to comment because I mean, and we got 1 minute, a minute or two left.
No
Could you
comment
give?
needed. No comment needed. Hey, look, y'all said a lot. Jackie summed it up. If I say any more, it'll just be going overboard.
Okay.
Okay.
So you basically agree with what Jackie was saying, and I do too. And I think
Good one.
I agree. I personally have I agree with everybody. This is that rhetoric dialogue situation. I love you guys. Sharice, I want to thank you for coming on tonight. Make sure
Anytime.
you
Thank
text
you.
me your address or your PO
Promise.
box so I can send you something. And I think it's mandatory that we go out for us a drink for girls' night.
Absolutely. You know I'm ready.
Sure.
Okay,
I love
period.
you, love you, love you,
Thank
love
you.
you so much.
Nice to
Text
meet
me now
everybody.
so I
Thank
can get
you.
your address. Thank you guys. Next week on Thursday. Holla at your girl. Love you. It's still my birthday, bitch. And